What's up, guys? How's everyone doing today? What's poppin'? What are you talking about, Comey? That was Arknights. That wasn't Zenless. No, we're not reading that today. We're focused on the event that we already started. Oh, you got an ad, then that's not my fault. But thank you for the gifted. I appreciate you, Comey. You're now unwelcome, look too. Hold on, I'm still putting stuff together because I'm gonna be honest with you. I was grinding in a completely different game and I lost track of time. Obviously, Arknights infield, yeah, something like that. I was playing the infield, all right? Now, I want to pull for Ray today, but that's gonna have to wait until tomorrow. So, yeah, today we're gonna use the little bit of pulls that I have. Hopefully, I get her. Wait. Are we supposed to be getting a selector as well? Hold on. That's with shoe. All right. That's shoes. Okay. Okay. I was confused. All right. We're going to see if we can get her with the little bit of pulls that I have. I don't think I will, but we're going to try anyway. We got 10 to work with. Hey, yo, Priest. Thank you for being a member for 24 months, man. I appreciate you. Give me... And there we have it. And there we have it. Yo. That's a good way to start off the stream. Oh, someone clipped that. Someone clipped that. I can save all my money. Hold on, let me pull up Discord. You know, it was the perfect conditions too, because we had the music playing, you know. We had it all. Okay, you sent me the voiceovers. Damn, I'm gonna have a lot of voiceovers to catch up on when I'm finally got my setup together. All right, General. When he gets her on the first try. Ah! Comey, you need to bless me with that luck more often, okay? You need to bless me with that luck more often. Can someone clip that and send it to me real quick? Can someone clip that and send it to me real quick? I absolutely need that clip. Can anyone do it? Damn, I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back and do it then. Damn, y'all really gonna make me have to go back to my stream and do it. Damn, I thought I had some friends in here that had me covered. That breaks my heart. I thought we had something. How do you clip? There we go. Yeah, I'm half asleep on mobile too. I'm not clipping shit. Damn. That breaks my heart, Baka. That breaks my heart, you know what I'm saying? It's okay though, I understand. Stream at better times, easy. Hey, better time for you ain't better time for me. This is perfect timing. Okay, so where does the fucking clip go? Okay, on the left menu, click content. Select a video's title and you click clips. I don't see that. Yo, this clip system sucks. Why isn't there just a section that says clips? Hold on, I'm gonna try one more time and then we can get to the story. Okay. So you have to have the URL or else you just don't get the clip. That fucking sucks. Okay. All right, so let's get to the story. Let's get to the story. All right. I need voice meter on. I need to turn on the volume for this. That should be good, right? All right. Let's do this. So, where did we leave off and what the fuck happened? Did it really freeze? This is why I don't like playing on emulators, man. They're all trash. Okay, I was about to say, what's going on here? I need to hurry up and get that fucking cable, man. This is crazy. I don't care about showing my email. Like, what are they gonna do with it? Try to log into the account with the email they don't know the password to, and with like 4 forms of two-factor authentication? Yeah. That's not why I was hiding it.
We can do,
I was hiding it for
Doctor.
something else that has to do with the emulator. All right. All right. Can we play now? Yes, we can. Where did we leave off in terms of like send scam emails? It's a side email. Like it wouldn't have mattered. They could send me all the scam emails all they want. It's literally an email just to house a lot of my games. There it is. Yeah, we did this one. After. Okay. I think this is new. I think this is. You goddamn torrents. Hell's bloody bells. Hell's bloody bells. Holy shit. Cut him. Cut him down. Teach them a little lesson. Let them know to never lay hands on other people's stuff again. Right you are. Let's teach the Tarans a lesson. You hear that? You blood grubble. Oh god. Yeah, see, this is... Remember yesterday someone was saying something along the lines of she showed up multiple times in this chapter. Yeah. Yeah, remember I was saying that because of the actions of a few, all of them are gonna look bad because of those actions? Yeah, this is the result right here. You want to put us Tarns to death? Get them. We'll bash these bloody business doers in. We'll see who it is who dies. Jesus Christ. Fall back. What are you using the sheets for? I paid you in cash. Shape up and act proper. The scobbard's enough. If you try anything else, I'll hold you off too. Did they try and hire her to stop it or something? Besides, Bagpipe and I was just traveling with you. We're not your hired guards. Don't get it twisted. You're monsters. You and that loon with the spear. Looks like what we heard before was true. Your average caravans don't dare cross through here. So you're the leader. Your clothes are an eyesore. Quick, Miss Chin, we're moving. Scared all of a sudden? Thought you were gonna teach the Tarns a lesson. Dublin, Spectre Force, you goddamn maniacs. They were right. Run into those specters anywhere where Tarns are. That's right. You don't even need to piss us off. Just catch sight of us and you'll be slaughtered to a man. Really, after pursuing the Spectre Force with my friend for this long, I've gotten an idea of how they should seem. Ma'am, take your caravan out of here as fast as possible. Bagpipe and I will hold these bandits off. We'll pursue the Dublin forces afterwards on our own. We won't be troubling you again. Fine, fine. Damn it all. Still feel like chasing? Hey, Salmon, think of something. We need to catch those bastards and do them in. Forget the bloody supplies. If they scarper, they'll report it to the police and the army dusters. You think I'm too thick to figure that out? Where's my chat? There we go. You're fully aware that the force you're packing can't overcome my sword. That's why just now you tried to bluff to scare us off. So what do we do now? You've got some plan, right? No wonder you keep wearing this outfit, even with all the risk it brings you. You want to be this group's leader. Damn, smacked him in the face with a fucking, yeah. Show him the edge of that spear. Only gave you a light knock. Your head will be spinning for a bit, that's all. I've tested plenty while saving hostages. I wouldn't mess it up. I hope that doesn't mean she was practicing on the hostages. Of course. Did I use too much strength, or have you lot not eaten for days? Really? I'm sorry, but well, it's not right to loot either. You're not springing me. Up here she goes. Hey, Reed's in the building. Reed's in the building. The instant the pipe comes out behind her, Bagpipe instinctively blocks. Both sides fall a step back. After seeing who it is, Bagpipe's eyes widen. Oh yeah, that's right. They met each other. Reed? Are your wounds okay? Are you alright? What are you doing out here in... Oh, wait. You're part of this robbery too? I can't just let you go then. No, I wasn't in time to stop them. But regardless, I don't want them to be hurt. And I don't want them to be captured either. Then we're here on the same mission? No need to eye me that carefully now. Whether a Victorian serviceman or a Rhodes Island operator, we can't be harming civilians. Me and Chen Chen, we're here to mediate it and all. I say that, but I'm sorry. I think my strength's a little much for the average folk. How's about I help you carry the unconscious someplace shady to rest? Were they headed for this village? Please, I beg you, leave. The conflict is diffused. Say it all you like, I'm still going to help. You got something on your mind from the looks of it, nah? Alright, still not keen on speaking then. You never let me visit you at Rhodes Island, and they didn't tell me why either. Best I could guess was you didn't want to be reminded of County Hillett. So what are you doing in these parts? And also, you look like you've been lost in the Barrens for days now. What's your mission even? Want me and Chin Chin to come with you? Oh, there's so much I want to ask you. My brain's going haywire. No, it's alright. I just happen to be invited by these people to escort them. In the past, I'd operate alone in the country for very long stretches. The dangers of the wild don't mean much to me. And also, I'm not here on a mission for Rhodes Island. I'm pursuing some things related to Dublin. No wonder. Me and Chinchin are doing the same. Must be why we ran into each other. You were so wounded back in County Hillip. Dublin must weigh like nothing else on you too. There was a person in Dublin who changed my fate, so I want to see if I can still recover something from there. Whether it relieves the pain they bring or brings peace to myself. That's amazing. Amazing. We're coming this way with the caravan looking for the Dublin unit. Who'd shown up here in recent? Don't know why, but when I saw you, that gave me the shock of my life. Thank goodness you lot in Dublin aren't tied up. Yeah. Say, I'll have to go and talk with Chinchin, and we'll postpone the mission a few days. I bet she's just as willing to help these people out. Okay. So, there was a few things here that kind of caught my attention. I'm pursuing some things related to Dublin. Is this something about someone changing her fate? Am I blind? What the fuck? Yeah, it was after this whole... Wait, did I imagine that? Was that fucking... There it is. There was a person in Dublin who changed my fate, so I want to see if I can still recover something from there. I'm curious on who they mean, because they can't be talking about, what is her name again? The one that looks like Reed? They can't be talking about her, right? Eblana. Are they talking about Eblana? It's just a yes or no question. You guys don't got to give me the context. Let the story cook. Yes? Okay. Cool. That's all I want to know. We cool. Someone, she made it seem like she didn't know the person. That's why I didn't think it was her. Okay, so how many people did I just now have shadowing me as I entered this parlor? Take a guess. I have no interest in the act you put in the midst of the Victorians and Tarns. Then I should really thank you for the pains you took. Rushing here to County Trent and drawing all the attention. I thought you spent a lot longer harboring yourself in the army. I'm not gonna lie, he looks cool as fuck. With the leader's plans progress to the stage, there is no real differences between my identity as a part of the Duke of Wellington's guard and that as an officer of Dublin. Seeing as you have casters people surveilling you? Casters people. Okay. Seeing as you have casters people surveilling you, they must have long gained possession of that information. You have little nibbles of Dublin's forces cropping up outside the cities, and the rumors of a major Dublin force passing through I'll put a show for them. I'll put on a show for them. Also, yeah, Duke of Castor is one of many big dukes of Victoria. Duke of Castor is a person. Duke of Castor. Okay, this might be a dumb question, but you guys know how I am. I don't know who the Duke of Castor is, right? The Duke of Castor. I don't know who you do. Also, you haven't met them yet. Not yet. Okay. She is mentioned. So I don't know who they are. Okay. 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 Maybe only by name. Okay, we'll see when she pops up, I guess. She was mentioned, I think. All right. I read all this. Sprinkle in a few mysterious trade orders, and now even the gossiping merchants know the Iron Duke has some design or other for the city. Everyone is quietly making rounds, frantically guessing what the Duke is borrowing Trent as a stage for. Very much as the leader expected. Yes, if they'd realize our true aim too soon. And every Duke learned of the leader's resolution in advance, I fear Oak Grove's outskirts would be in the same merry state Londinium is. Okay, Baki deleted that, so I'm not gonna look at it. Say, are you more scared of the Sarkas or of the Tarans? Trying to pit Tarans against Sarkas? You have no right to make such jokes, Feline of Victoria. I hear the spy is dead. Yes. And we've had access to far less intel from inside Londinium ever since. It really is a shame. It's not just Sarkas in there. You have some fairly interesting powers in hibernation. Read my last message. It might give a little context. They're mentioned a single time in chapter 11. They're the one that Allerdale was trying to steal the sword for. I know it was around here. Oh.
To do this.
Yeah, Duke is going to use it to intimidate. Ali tells Siege to hand over the sword in a sorrowful tone. Siege deduces another Duke is the one who... Oh, so they don't like say the name of the Duke. They just kind of just... And that Duke is going to use it to intimidate the other Dukes. The sword won't be used for Victoria, but rather for one selfish goal. Her sprite is shown later in the video. Okay. Agents of the Mysterious Duke. It's not her, is it? She's not a duke. Never mind. Got it. With the confirmation that the mysterious Duke mentioned in the story is none other than the Duke of Castor. Okay, so yeah, this is her. Okay, cool. I'm trying to make sure I understand all of this because I have a hard time piecing stuff together later. Okay. It's not just Sarkas in there. You have some fairly interesting powers in hibernation. Your impulsiveness will ruin your plans. I've said as much before. Impulsiveness, my scant few people would ever think that of me. My scant few people would ever think that of me. I hate how they talk, bro. I really do. Oh, that was Hermione that said that shit. You should perish thoughts of offering Mandragora. That's the chick with the stones, right? The one that can that fought what the fuck is her name? Yes, it's the chick that could throw the stones. Her survival. She was used by the, I'm gonna just say Horn. The elocutionist to try and fracture Dublin. She was meant to die in County Hillock along with those 6 traitors. No, I was talking about Horn. She Mandragora fought Horn. What was it, chapter 10? Or was it 9? Like yeah, so that was a sick moment. That was a sick moment. Mandragora was the spy most trusted. Executing her before confirming if the spy had turned his coat, well, that wouldn't have been the wise move. Excuses. Even if it wasn't worth myself or you in person, the task of supporting the spy should have gone to someone else more dependable. That's right, the fight did happen in chapter 10 with Manfred. Okay. Come to speak of us, you never sat well with me. Don't you find it such good news that I've never had the chance to kill you? Meaningless glib blabber. What the fuck is that? I know it's like jibber jabber, but whatever. You can't be acting rashly before the Duke and the leader make their final decision. If you can discern the importance of Lindunium intel, then of course I can. But whether we ultimately march on Lindunium or not, that's still an unknown variable. Hinging upon our progress collaborating with the Duke, of course. Why else would I be so busy on my feet right now? I still remember the Enclave campaign 4 years ago. How bitterly we awaited the result of our partnership with the nobles. And meanwhile, all our errant representatives were circling thousands of kilometers out, patiently pulling through several weeks just to tell the Duke one single thing. Hermione, you'd best stand on the leader's side, or else Mandragora is dead. I can stop investigating your whim to assist her, but she's still alive. Oh, you mean that dear, pitiful Loshini? Yeah, Reed. We cannot have a repeat of the elocutionist conspiracy in County Hillock. Wasn't the elocutionist one of the many enemies that fought Outcast? Yes. Okay. The 6 people that fought Outcast. Yes. Okay. Okay. Cool. Hey, you know, it's happening a little bit in there. There's something turning. Something's cranking the wheel. You know, you're just letting something turn in here. Okay. Each day she lives as a threat to Dublin and the leader. The leader has assigned control of her whereabouts to you. Don't let personal considerations affect you any further, Harmony. You have little leeway left to fail. Oh, you do fantasize far too much about the emotional life of a professional spy. Fine, fine. You can stop boring. You can stop boring to me with your eyes. Brigader, unless you want to help by applying my makeup, I do have a dinner party to attend. You hate how hot the Brigader is. He looks cool. He looks cool. I won't hold that. He does look cool. Not bad, fine. Just like back then. I always think you're a bit useless, but then every time you get something done. What use is borrowing this bit of rations going to do? Those two Victorians, right? Those two are Victorians, right? They say they'll go to the city to replace anything we don't need and sort you lot out some batons for self-defense. Shouldn't you be happy about getting a decent weapon? Fine, you listen to your little radio, check if they're broadcasting about merchants being looted. Maybe those cowards are scared Dublin will get back at them. Might not even report it at all. Superior nerd. Arknights, let's go. You still playing Zenless? Yes, I'm still playing Zenless, but it's only a temporary thing that I'm playing until something cooler comes out, because the TVs are just fucking boring, dude. The combat's fire, but the TVs are ass, man, and it just yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that. I could rant on for hours about how boring that system is. Hey, Fion. What are you peering at back there? That infected handful. They've been following us at a far distance since we left the village. Still surprised they kept up with us going so fast. And them with their stick legs and children to carry. Right. It must be murder on them coming with us. I'm worried for Moran. Okay, Baki. You're not authorized to be roasting me, okay? Chill out. You're not authorized. Her eyes went bad in that famine a few years back. She can't see the way in the dark. Now with the lights out happening, there's not even a single lamp left on. Oh no, that's already here. So, can I ask what they're doing following us? Do we look like some kind of rescue team? I don't know. Probably it's the clothes you're wearing. Oh, yeah. Look, aside from me, everyone regards you like you're a real member of Dublin. And everyone knows Dublin's good to the Tarans. It's simple as that. I'll go and see them. Oh, you made me jump. Your voice sounds a little quivery. Say, you alright? It wouldn't be bad to have more people standing on guard duty. It'll be easier to avoid the patrol. I'll bring them with me. Okay. That was after operation. So we're on FC3. I was just wondering, I still play Arknights, just saying. Yeah, I'm still playing Arknights. It's not going anywhere. I might slow down on it every now and then, but it's not going anywhere. This is like one of the games that I actually like enjoy just chilling. It sucks that it's not like something I feel I can just play alone. Like it just for long periods of time in only this game on stream. But yeah, I truly enjoy this game. It's just a lot to catch up on. I'm so behind still. It's just a lot to catch up on. Okay, another flashback. You're actually getting pretty close. Yeah, but still, it's still a lot. Once I'm caught up, I don't think it's gonna be as tedious anymore. But then I still have all the side stories with the bits and pieces of story that I might have missed out on. So it's still a lot. History records that out of a sense of the war between the Draco and Aslan had become far too protracted and bitter. The final King Galil signed a peace treaty. Legends say he opted to melt down his soldiers' weapons as a sign of his determination, but his subjects could hardly accept such a defeat. Thus, they conspired to revolt and assassinated the monarch. Wait, are you talking to me? I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, I do have a lot of stuff left to enjoy. Yeah, I just, you know, it's a really, really hard thing to keep up with. If you weren't playing this game from the beginning and keeping up with the story, catching up is really hard because it's just the story gets larger and larger, and because of how much of the world they're trying to give you, it's like you have to be able to understand the bits and pieces of that world. There's aspects of the story that I'm pretty sure I still don't understand because of the fact that I didn't read the side story that goes with it. It's a lot. It's a lot, but it's good. It's a good ass story regardless, even with the bits and pieces that I'm missing. After this, you said you're going straight to 12, and then there's only 13 on global. So also true. Are you gonna do those on stream then, or are you just thinking about it? Are you talking about the side stories? Once I'm all caught up, I can start doing side stories as just a relaxing thing. I don't feel the need to catch up on side stories. They're always gonna be there. So, yeah. In terms of main story, you're close. Yeah. Gets overwhelming. It isn't really. I started reading like maybe like 2 years in, and that was an uphill battle. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm almost all caught up, and when I'm there, we can just enjoy the new shit as it comes out, and that's gonna be hype. Being able to, like, soon as a story drops, just pick it up, like, that's gonna be fire. Assassinated the monarch. But just as you referred in, you've referenced in many a speech, a single assassination is not enough to extinguish the Red Dragon's whole bloodline. No matter how the Victorians write the history books, they cannot change what facts we've seen with our own eyes. The Aslan promised to share Victoria's kingship with the Draco, yet didn't hand over the crown for nearly a century. With the lion's ambitions so conspicuous, to this point, I wonder. Six-blade marks stabbed King Galil through. How many of them were by Aslan hands? Hands, god damn. Not to mention the Draco King fleeing the royal capital after. Fate unknown. And the kingdom of Tara, without its ruler, was subjugated under Victorian sovereign authority. As if a matter of course. I presume it wasn't his own subjects who prevented the Draco's return to the city. This is why I very much enjoy your works based on Taran's own balance. You've led the people to see more of the history's truth. Thank you for your appreciation. To write this story, I saw plays performed in the country and paid a visit to some wandering minstrels who'd inherited the Taran tradition. But what struck me most wasn't the endangerment of Taran culture. It was how many lives were just slipping away. Perhaps you believe the Taran's ideal nation and a border with Victoria are necessary for the Taran people to be saved. But I think if we ourselves can live better, if we can plant seeds of ideas for the many Tarans who can't read, won't we have then and there against the Victorians who want us trapped in ignorance and poverty all our lives? I hate how easy it is to click this button by accident. You want to bring that lot with you? Don't even think about it. If you'll wait until they rest, if you'll share your own food with them, then I can accept. But we've avoided the patrol out of pure luck the last 2 days. What if we don't the next time? Those kids must be 7 or 8. Can't fight back with weapons, can't run fast enough. What do you do about that? I can fight. I'll protect them. You want to cross through the uninhabited region to completely escape Trent's jurisdiction? I can aid you the whole way. I contracted the organization I belong to, with the help of Bagpipe and Chin, my colleagues. I've confirmed the closest safe house is just along this way. If all we need is some tents and a small amount of emergency supplies for the countryside, I can transport it over without a problem. And I know the territory over there belongs to a well-hearted duke. Once we're there, the army won't be after you anymore, at the very least. Really? There's an honest-to-God noble who'd smile on people like us? He has reason to shelter the Tarans. And how do you know? Before long, perhaps we'll all know. We'll have ways to survive, bringing those people along. But don't forget, they're infected. We've constantly been scampering on with our lives. What are we doing inviting death to our sides? There's always that one. There's always that one. Oh no, they're infected. And we don't know when the sick will have their flare-ups, or when they'll just kick the bucket outright. What's the point in you saving these sorts of people? I don't know. I only know that when someone saved me, I wanted to ask her the same. Why? Even though I was so close to death. What are you getting at? I'm an infected too. Yeah, shut that shit up. Shut that shit up. Alright. Doesn't mean much to be infected. Oh, switching up the tune now. Switching up the tune now. Wouldn't have lived much longer than infected ourselves without your help anyway. Yeah, still. Everything won't spread just because we're in the same place. It's okay. You can keep a bit of distance if you're scared, I don't mind. But take those infected with you on your escape, trust me. Fine, I trust you, Salmon. You heard what she said. I'm not fleeing. If you're gonna take the ones who can't fight, take them. Suit your own self. But my aim isn't gonna change one bit. I'm returning to Dublin. These 2 units have gone unaccounted for a week by now. We may surmise these circumstances relate to Dublin being similar to past Spectre Force incidents. Similar, though the situation we're looking at now is completely unalike. These rebels previously would muster a single armed force to surface somewhere, launch an attack, and that was it. Now violence which we suspect to be Dublin. Dublin incited is blanketed every corner of southern Victoria. Is the Marquis of Trent sticking fast to his orders? Obviously, no matter the volume of suspicious circumstances reported outside nomadic cities, we must have clarity on them. Get this entire region's state affairs under control. But of all the small-scale conflicts, only the arson at Red Ridge seems truly suspect. And there was no follow-up on the fire there either. Maybe we should set these particular dossiers aside for now. Or should we leave them? Oh man. Please lend said dossiers to me, officers. Geez, I read your as I. That's how fucked up my head is. And refrain with the greetings. Also, just as before, no need to make record of access to the dossiers. This arson may be worth a deeper investigation. Have a sip of water. Old Bridane? Briadane? Or whatever. See, that one A right there fucks up the whole thing to read. I picked some berries too. This place can't be too far from the settlement. What with the grove this thick? You want some berries too, Holly? Alright. You eat those and then you walk on your own 2 legs this afternoon. We won't need anyone else carrying you, okay? Hold on, chat. It feels so fucking hot in here, but it's not. It's not hot in here. I'm gonna take it down just for a little bit. You want some berries too, Holly? All right, you eat those, and then you walk on your own 2 legs this afternoon. Won't need anyone else carrying you, okay? How about you, Moran? Wait, you don't eat stuff this sweet, do you? Thank you. How long are we stopping here for? While Bagpipe and Chin are fetching things for us. We're all knackered as is, anyhow. Got a chance to catch our breaths. It's just Chaotic who's hot? Nah, like, I was cold before I started streaming, and then I put this on, and now I'm hot. Don't worry, I guarantee we'll find the closest village before lights out. We're far enough from all the trouble we made anyhow. If we hang around here, we'll hole up for a few days. We oughtn't get caught. Fine, pick me some berries too. First time seeing you happy in days. Really? I've just been glad Reed's so reliable. And her 2 friends too. Kind souls, plus they can fight. You sure? It's not just how your days of suffering are almost at an end. We're going to keep pushing into the waste, find Dublin and join them. Wait, I can't just leave that. It's not just how your days of suffering are almost at an end. Is he dying? Or am I misreading that? We're going to keep pushing into the waste, find Dublin and join them. You though? I bet you prefer to stay behind in the village life. I was making a hot sexy joke. Yeah, I got what you were trying to say. I just didn't know how to make it funny, so I just moved on. Is it hot in here? Has a hoodie on. Yeah, I was cold before I had the hoodie on. I can't say that for sure. I just can't get over you lot doing things this way. We were all happy with just escaping at first. The further the better. That was before we ran into Solomon. She only got to persuade you all to join Dublin once stuff got tougher for us. None of you even seen a real Dublin army, have you? Are you still thinking about Reed? She contacted Rhodes Island in the full view of us after borrowing our comms equipment. Getting supplies has been smooth too. All signs indicate she's not out to trick us. I'm not suspecting her as much. I'm just a little concerned. Did she really make a recovery? Granted, she's a wyvern, but I'm still a little surprised at all the life in her. She gave my hands. Wow. Words moving. She gave my hands a right shock swinging at me before we recognized each other. Suppose that's a good thing though. Just I can't shake the feeling that there's weight on her mind. Whatever it is, she wants to do it, but it seems to hurt her so much. Plus what? Plus the way she fights seems somehow familiar. I didn't meet her even before Outcast brought her in, back at County Hillock. Oh, hey, there you are, Reed. Perfect, me and Chinchin have been talking. We're talking about which way we're headed. Straw happens to take us to a nearby settlement. No, we can't keep going in this direction. Tell the others to stop. Are you saying, Chinchin, on your 9? Cavalry saber concealed in the bushes snaps in two. The one holding it doesn't shift an inch. Chin is sure her slash didn't harm anyone, but out from under the bush is still a hint of spilled blood. Blood deep and dark, old and dry. Is this dead patrol? No, they're from the barracks. There's more over there. Traces of bolts, sabers, and arts. This battle probably happened a week ago. This barracks unit was ambushed and slaughtered to a man. Who was the enemy then? How come they didn't leave a single corpse behind? They've left. They've all left? With the battle this fierce, both sides should have taken equal damages, right? Bagpipe, remember the groups of soldiers we discovered before encountering Reed? They had uncounted arts planted in them, eyes filled with fire. Reed, were you in County Hillock too? Can you see soldiers like that? Yes, I know of them. They're hearted souls. Those with the misfortune of being deceased, yet unable to rest. You're not saying the ones who killed these soldiers are dead themselves and they're still marching even after. The traces of firefights we're chasing before, it resembles those too. It's the only possibility. Chinchin, I don't know what your thoughts are, but I can't quite accept it if that's what this is. What kind of person would keep on controlling them even after they're dead? That's far too cruel. Summon? Like hell they're dead. You're all howling up the wrong tree. But we saw it with our own eyes. We saw something somewhere else. I only believe what I see myself. Dublin defeated a Victorian unit. They won and moved on to onto the next place. And now they're popping to save Mortarans. You know, Are you worried about something? Don't act like Madad. Where did that come from? Don't act like my daddy. That's so fucking weird that she just came out of nowhere with that. What's going on with this character? If Fire's lot wants to go with you, suit your own selves, but I know you're not in with us. Those two wyvern we're with. wanted to settle us someplace, ensure we're not going to die today. It will make us live the same old life Victoria had for us, not knowing if we'll see tomorrow. And after that, you'll abandon us. Am I not right, leader? No, don't call me that. Right, no. Single word I've heard the most from you so far. I'm heading off now. Going the way you didn't want us to go. It's only war and death, isn't it? Like the Tards haven't seen plenty of both. I don't want to hear an outsider tell me no ever again. What the fuck? I know she's fuming, but truth is, it's not you who's pissing her off. I know. So are you alright? I want to go with her. There might still be unexploded mines and lingering arts left on the battlefield. It'll be dangerous to keep going that way. Can you call the rest over for me? Do you want these Tarns to steer clear of the battlefield? But someone says it's their choice, and I promised I'd escort them until I'm no longer needed. That was such a flippin' character. Like, I don't even really know how to feel about that. All right, so you guys, some of you guys are seeing an ad right now. So I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Chat amongst yourselves. I will be right back. The bad thing was called. The bathroom is calling. The bathroom is calling. What the fuck, homie? Another 5 gifted. If you just received a membership from Comey, please say thank you. I appreciate you, Comey. All right, let's get back to it. We're now on the after operation, right? Never imagined we'd get a hot meal indoors safe and sound after so many days on the run. That bagpipe girl must be the darling of everyone. We're all gushing to her about how good her stew was. She's definitely not bad on that front. How's your discussion on settling down? Has it been smooth? We're all decided. Anyone who can't handle rushing will stay behind. They'll borrow the 2 storehouses to tuck away in for the next 2 days. Refugees scuffling with caravans but never actually stealing anything. That's dead common. The law won't get hung up on that. In a few days, they won't be mentioning it on the radio anymore. And we won't need to hide. Then we can get to building our own houses. But the few with aripathy will be living a bit of ways out from the village. People here are very friendly. Yeah, they are. If anyone sheltered us while we were still running, we wouldn't be in this state now. Now that's not anyone's fault. Didn't used to be much hassle taking in a bunch of refugees or the like, but life's getting scarier for everyone now. Look at Selman, the Colin. If she and her brother had some place to take them in, she wouldn't be running from the settlement to settlement, kicking up all the fuss. She could spend the night in a village like us, but she's all stubborn about hiding outside. Since she stole a man's stock beast here once. See, and now she's awkward about running into him. You never heard it from me. You let her know and she'll be on my case about disrespecting her again. Good evening. Oh, Moran. What are you doing here? So dark out. I'll send you back while the lamps are still lit. Thank you, but I'm used to making my way in the dark by now. Is Reed here, if you don't mind? You're looking for her? She went out on her own. Maybe Reed's got something on her mind. Selman hasn't spoken much as a word to her since she got here. Don't worry, Bagpipe's gone to find her. Actually, put it this way. Our bigger concern is if Reed gets annoyed by the noise. If Reed gets annoyed by the noise? Well, sorry. It's alright. I wasn't watching out. I didn't think there would be anyone here. It all goes pitch dark every time they sound the bell. Takes a moment for my eyes to adjust. Luckily, it's you I ran into. Might have knocked anyone else clean over. Though they said they wouldn't need anyone to watch tonight, though. I just wanted to sit for a while outside. Oh, it's the smell of the hay, isn't it? Wonderful, that. Hay? Yeah, that's hay pals over there. Been ages since I was around the smell. So I came out to get a proper whiff of them. Back when I was prepping to get into military school, I'd have headaches from studying so much theory. So I'd just get onto a hay pile and lie back for a bit, and I'd feel right as rain again. This is definitely a country girl, man. They definitely got that feeling of a fucking country girl in Bagpipe. It's great. Mom always told me off for being lazy, and said I shouldn't quit thinking about questions just because thinking gets too hard. But having too much stuff going on in your brain wears a person out, you know? She likes to grow potatoes. Of course she's a country girl. I'm just saying it's good for her character. Like when you should hear her voice lines. I've heard them. Yeah, like the countryside of her just fits the entire theme of the character. I just love Bagpipe so much, man. I love Bagpipe so much. So, give me your hand a sec. Come on, here now. Let's lie down together, just for a bit. I'm not so good at thinking over stuff, so I might not be much of help to you, but the hay will be, I'm sure of it. Oh, this picture's great. Bagpipe relaxes and lies back on the hay pile, lightly humming a folk song she learned just a while ago from the farmers. A gentle night breeze passes by. Reed follows her suggestion and takes a deep breath. But what she smells isn't the aroma of hay. It is, instead, a damp mud and ash. When it hits me now how I've spent 3 years without going home, it always feels so funny. Think about it. The ground's waiting for you to till it. I don't know what that means. The wheat's waiting for you to reap it. Spend 1 year away, and you miss an entire go-around of all the important stuff, every bit of it. I can't even get my letters from home until the next time I'm back at Rhodes Island. Do you miss home very much? Of course I do. Were you from County Hillock? No. But I used to live in a city about the same as County Hillock. Flushed red bricks, gray pavements, buildings 2 or 3 floors high, flowering vines growing around the windows. Oh, it's farming terminology or jargon or whatever. Yeah, sure. Okay. Still don't understand it though. I yearned after those peaceful times a lot. There were so many old books at home and some manuscripts too. I like to hide away in the study and lock the door and so I wouldn't have to hear anyone talk to me. Oh, you had piles of family making a racket. Or was it visitors all the time? No, thankfully, I could avoid so much trouble if I hid. I could see into the street from the window in there. I'd see my parents come back after a day of work. I would love to go back there if I could. So the place isn't... I'm sorry. I'm making it worse for you, aren't I? It's okay. It was all so long ago. I might not be much different to the ordinary people whose lives were ruined at County Hillock, or to those refugees leaving their home behind. They can all settle down here and rebuild their houses, but where's their homeland? And the ones who are forced out even further, where are they fleeing to? You're having trouble answering these questions just on your lonesome, aren't you? Uh-huh. But I'm not saying it's no use thinking over them. If you can't come up with the answer alone, we can think together. I love Bagpipe. Whenever I had a question I couldn't fill in, I'd always bother Chin Chin about it. And later down the line, I'd prattle on with my captains. Jesus, the word with just came and disappeared. I'd prattle on at my captains. I mean, they found me annoying as flip, but still, they'd chat with me every time and help me solve issues. What about you? You got anyone to speak your mind to? Like a sister or a schoolmate or someone in arms, that sort of? There's my older sister. There we go. But you don't get along much. No, I shouldn't be saying this. I shouldn't. You know, Selma was right about one thing, actually. You're always saying no out of habit. But she misunderstood a little. It's when you're talking about yourself that you're most fond of saying no, like... Wow. I'm actually starting to see how much they're like bonding in this moment. But she misunderstood a little. It's when you're talking about yourself that you're most fond of saying no, like, ouch. I can't put it into words. It's like you're straining to break away from something. I've been told something like that before. Oh, what? Really? She saved me and told me I didn't have to seek death, that I could dodge destiny. Outcast, eh? There's something she would say. I regret not having it in me to say anything more to her. I want to ask her so badly why save me. What did she see in me? Oh, I'm not sure how she'd answer myself, but you know, Reed, why not asking yourself before asking her? What do you see in yourself? Myself? Yeah, I love this. I love this interaction between them. Like, I'm actually able to see like how much they're really bonding as characters. Oh, someone's over there. With the way they feel about, I think it's Moran. She can't see at night. Gosh, why is she out here by herself then? Didn't she say that she can navigate at night all alone? Miss Moran, need any help from us? You just stand there for a sec. We'll be right over. Thank you. Where's Reed? Can I ask? They said she's gone out. I'm right here. Sorry, excuse me, but am I able to go with you? I don't mind where it is. I've still got some strength. I can work and fight. You want to fight? I do. They all say I won't live much longer. And my only option is dying without a word in some corner. I don't agree with that. If you want to survive as a Tauren, then change workshops and accept lower pay. If you want to survive as with Erypathy, then move out and get to the infected neighborhood. I'm done listening to all that. Reed, I used to not be this way, but then I met you. They tell me you're an infected too. It's you who convinced Selman and the rest to bring us here. You trust me like Fionn does? Please, no pressure. I don't want to be a burden on you or anyone. I just want to do something, anything. People like me have nothing left to lose as is. If I could bring something or other to the rest of the Taurens, then I want to do it. If my legs will still walk forward, I want to go with you. I think that's fine. Reed, for now, let's go together. How about it? To the red-haired wyvern. Jeez, I always want to say wyvern. Wyvern. The question's not one Reed needs to respond to, but she starts pulling Reed along before an answer even comes. Reed takes a glance at the visitor. She knows Moran has night blindness and needs someone to guide the way when darkness falls. Didn't she just say that she can navigate at night? Was she lying? With no time to hesitate, Reed extends a hand to Moran. Let's go. She was lying. Okay. She still can't see though. There's always some forward risk. Moran's almost blind. Alright. Here you are, Miss Harmony. I was beginning to think I'd never see you today. A wine tasting courtesy of the Viscount? How could I ever miss it? But of course. A friend of the Marquis of Trent. You're the Viscount's guest of honor. It's all thanks to you. You're introduced. Jesus Christ. Words. English. Words. It's all thanks to you introducing me that I closed out that bit of prior business. I've been looking for an opportunity to thank you all this time. Oh, it was quite nothing, Mr. Hall. I've no noble personage or even property in my name. At most, I'm just a messenger scampering around so the ones in charge don't have to. Tos. Who might he be? The council's pet, a Mr. Fisher. Oh, well, I certainly never heard of him before. He only transferred to this county a short while ago. Youngsters like him tend to break their backs a little if they want a quick promotion. A universal truth, no? You're too modest. Oh, yes. I hear from some friends that the Duke's armies are very frequently on the move now. They put every core city into the Duchess under strict martial law. I knew I saw something flying. I got a fly in my face. You've always been on top of the news. Could you lend me a sly word whether war seems imminent? The papers certainly forecast it, don't they? After all, the Duke's fleet under Trundle Trundle. Define. Move or cause to move slowly and heavily. Up to Ladinium's wall some while ago. I'm not much concerned with the Sarkas. I'm referring to between the dukes. Besides based on hearsay, that is, just hearsay. There's been a lot of original fuel circulating into County Trent. The Marquis and the Duke of Castor have always been jolly with each other, but County Trent and the Iron Duke's Dutch share a border. My, Mr. Hall. All intercity fuel trade requires inspection and approval. I presume you have some very good friends in municipal management. Relating to city or town or its governing body. Just for business purposes. Miss Harmony, you might not follow the war too closely, but you came in from another city, didn't you? You've been fortunate not to run into any hassle when you did, but I do ask you to take care on the return journey. I hear it's hideous in the cities, in the villages beyond the nomadic cities. There's rebel elements popping up now and then. Even a case of arson a few days ago. What sort of rebel elements are those to earn your attention? Attention is a strong word. Similar things happen in spades anywhere the bumpkins live. It's that fire that's strange. It might not be true, so pretend I'm just telling you about some country tale. Eyewitnesses say that fire wasn't quite your ordinary one. Okay. It was ferocious as an explosion, but not a hint of iridium explosives were found when it happened. And the nightmarish effort it took to extinguish it. It had something to do with him. Okay. Okay. And I actually like this, so yes. Unusual fire? All too likely to be a coincidence, but all too familiar from a description to her. Could it be Luciany? Read. Hermione is stunned. The Brigadier's warning has certainly roused some anxieties deep in her heart. Ever since that Rhodes Island ship had sailed onto Victoria, she'd been absent of any information on Reed. I hate that name. I'm gonna just say Reed. Someone without a doubt had been helping Rhodes Island cover their tracks. Clearly, this pharmaceutical company was not as simple as she first assumed. And on the same coin, what's today? I feel like I'm forgetting something. A Lakshani? Lakshani, not Loshani. A Lakshani aboard Rhodes Island would be a Lakshani immensely difficult for the rest of Victoria's powers to find. So why would Lakshani leave the ship? Why would she sacrifice somewhere so close to Eblana? And there he goes, he turned around. From behind Hermione there's a gaze. Her every move has been closely watched since the second she stepped onto the ballroom. But it is this moment when the gaze truly focuses on her. Fuck you, it's a cute name. He's bad-mouthing my wife. I didn't badmouth her. It's just hard to fucking say for me, okay? Miss Hermione? I'm sorry. I was just thinking about the dance tonight. Say, what color earrings would I be best off wearing? Sir, I assume you've seen the relevant dossier, as well as all my reports. I suggest we commence the operation immediately. Very well done, youngster. Have you tried the whiskey? Whiskey-filled chocolates out on the table. I hope you're well, Duke of Castor. I didn't expect you would grace this party, let alone be waiting here. There she is. Who could miss such a grand soiree? Don't know if I said that right. Just listening to the chamber performance blows my cares away, even from behind my partition. I do hope you're enjoying yourself too. I'm still on duty. I can't be complacent. Wednesday, July 10th. Oh. I forgot about something. I can handle it later. I'm already... Yeah, I forgot about something. Every effort is made so that the masses can enjoy their serene lives. Intelligence offers may be the lookouts forced to keep a tense nerve even in times of peace. But you'll have your serenity one day. Lest I forget, how's your health? My gratitude for your concern, Duke. It floors me that you note the infection of an average intelligence officer like myself. Don't be nervous. You're not hiding anything. As I say, you've done very well. By the way of reward, would you like a promotion after your mission is over, or would you like to quit? They ain't giving him an option. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're gonna finish 4, and then we're gonna stop for the day. We're gonna do 4 before and then 4 after. Then we're gonna stop for tonight. I completely forgot about something, and yeah, that's something I have to get done tonight. I will not be sleeping as a result. Guys, I see people ahead. There's the army. That way are 7 o'clock? Oh, no worries. We got the message. But are you sure that's what you saw? There's not a hint of human life anywhere in these parts. Why would the army be patrolling out here? Hand me the binoculars. There's very little terrain nearby that would conceal us. Everyone, please hide here for a moment. I'll go with you. I know the Victorian army more than you, nah? Thank you. Selman, come take a look. If I crouch under this rock, the enemy won't see me from any angle, will they? Huh, not half bad. Good God, good then. God, we go through the waste for 4 days without a peep. No catastrophe or savage beasts. And then we hit a roadblock at the very end. Just our luck, you figure? Now, stop sticking your head out. Keep low with the rest of us. It's been so long. You still don't trust Reed's lot? No, as a matter of fact, it's the bland type like her I least trust. She only wants to do stuff that doesn't offend nobody. That way she never makes a mistake. It won't really be her fault. You bloody. You just don't like her stopping us from going to Dublin. Maybe. But I don't say nothing to you, neither do I. But I don't say nothing to you, neither do I. Neither do I. Jesus Christ, words. Confirm. It's a small-scale Victorian deployment, but judging by their equipment, not from nearby barracks. Their weapons are highest caliber. If we fought, there's very little chance we'd win. They might not be searching for us, but just in case, we better hide ourselves. Based on their current advance, they won't catch sight of us. You don't give me lip for what I say because no one listens to what I say. What? You don't give me lip for what I say because nobody listens to what I say. What? Why? Anyhow, I'm jealous of how she's taken over my show. Those troops are coming closer. Budge over. Give me some good position to watch them. I'm begging you, don't cause trouble now. What's happening? Are they scuffling? Some group ambushed them at the pass. So, if we not stopped to hide just now, we would have been sprung too. Who was waiting there? Hey, I can't make out too clearly, but those clothes, the clothes that they're wearing is a bit like summons, don't they? It's gotta be Dublin, right? Oh no. Oh no. Dublin? One dawn 8 months ago, just after I'd finished work, I was eating breakfast in a cafe in County Peninsula. A voice came from my radio. It said, with their flames, they would cleanse Victoria of filth. In the name of the Tarans, they would declare war on Victoria. They called themselves Dublin. Just a bunch of greedy thugs trying to give themselves a title. Thugs? The ones common sense would identify as thugs more or less all died in County Hillock. Someone intended on using an entire city of Tarans to test the Taran-born Duke, but didn't anticipate the leader of Dublin conversely exploiting that. After the conclusion of the incident, Dublin successfully purged all unstable elements from the city and further gained the surrounding Taran populace. Okay, the surrounding Taran populace support. Jeez, I started thinking, sorry. Escaping intact directly under Victoria's nose. Dublin's leader is undeniably well versed in the behavior of nobility. It's no wonder considering her background and her hidden supporters. That leader and her intelligence personnel are both fully aware. The leader and her intelligence personnel are both fully aware that it was the barracks that shelled the masses with dirty bombs. That being why the truth of County Hillock incident will never be traced nor pursued. However, I've read the reports, all the reports. Some say the Dublin leader that appeared in County Hillock on that day is more than one person. That doesn't match up with the other intel we got from the Dukes. Eblana? And Reed. Is that what they're trying to say? Or are they talking about that group of 6? I'm confused. Have you seen the two jigsaw puzzles? They're exactly the same. As long as the forms are identical, they can fill the same hole. Oh, yeah, she was pretending to... Yeah. Okay, so it's okay. Thank you. I completely forgot about that. In County Hillock, she was acting like the leader. She was acting like the leader in County Hillock. Okay. As long as the forms are identical, they can fill the same holes. And the moment you put them together like this, most people who cast an eye would treat one piece of like the other shadow. Shadow? So that's why you suspect that the previous arson case, the one tied to Dublin, it was only a suspicion at first. It was until the reaction from that Harmiley feline fed me some interesting information. Who knew the Duke of Wellington would actually turn a blind eye to King Galeil's other descendant walking freely in the wilds. Madam, as you predicted, someone took the people from these farming households in for questioning this morning. I looked into it. They weren't wearing barracks uniform. It seems they're not part of it. Oh my god. Slow down. Read words. Chill out. It seems they're not part of the nearby patrol at all. Say, if I asked for a holiday and went out traveling, what would the better location be? Athenian or Casimir's? Or maybe I'll run off even further, just maybe, like my good friend from the school days, I'll take a trip to Yan. I don't understand what you mean. Forget it. We'll be caught in a snare if we don't tiptoe. But either way, we do need to remedy this best we can. Ensuring her safety is priority number one. You mean, my dear friend, how do you say her name in it? I don't see it. Lakshmi. You're sure she's the one they're looking for? Can you be sure she's not? We've got no other choice. Who let her be the leader too? We can't allow her to fall into anyone else's hands, especially not the Duke of Casters. Come now. We need to pay the Brigader a visit. Summon, what do we do? You said you'd take us to shelter with a Dublin squad, and now they're right here in front of us, fighting with Vic's army. I got Ray in a single, okay? Not first 10, just a 1, okay? Just a 1. You know what I mean? All right. My gut says we should head in and help the Taran's troops. My brain says we need to show some loyalty before we join them. I mean, right? No. What are you people on about? We never beat those servicemen. And besides, what would Reed's lot think? They're hiding over there. They're not that near us. Maybe they won't see what we're doing. Here we go again. Oh god, down goes another. We can't just sit down watching Tarans get beat to death, can we? Baki, even if that was the case, I only had 2 10 pulls during that section. That's why I couldn't get her. So that would have been maybe 30. So 2 10 pulls. No, not even 30. That would have been 21. Fionn, take a look. I'm just spitting you for your luck. Hey. You're not gonna win this one, okay? You're not gonna. Yeah. You're just gonna have to take this one, brother. Fionn, take a look behind. How are Reed's bunch reacting to this? All men, pull back. Prioritize shaking pursuit. Our investigatory mission is complete. We can't waste our time here. Dublin's deployed far too many diversions. Captain, human activity at 3 o'clock. Who are they? Seemingly normal refugees with improvised weapons. Initiate contact. Confirm the true situation. All men prepare to fight on 2 fronts. Beware the possibility of Dublin's regular forces disguised as civilians. Hey, what's he doing poking his head out from the bunker? Oh, the unit noticed him. They're coming over. I'll try and see about negotiating with them. I'll tell them it's all civilians here. No, Tara's local barracks would never trust civilians. They've never protected us before. Hi there, we're Terrans. We want to join Dublin. Hello? What the hell? Fall back. Retreat, ASAP. Those two units are attacking us simultaneously. But aren't Dublin meant to be defending Terrans? I can't give you a response. All I know is these soldiers are already dead. Standard pile driver spear. Wyvern. You're ex-Tempest platoon personnel, aren't you? Oh, have we met before? Well, since we're not strangers, it makes things easier. We're not an ambush, and we've got nothing to do with Dublin either. You've gotten the wrong idea about us. Huh, surprise, surprise. That fisher boy only sent me out here to follow a trail. And here we've run into this true goal head first. I'd wager he sent me here specifically to wait until you ran into us. Bagpipe. Why are you protecting the Tarans? Because it's our duty, right? The Tarans are Victorians too. If we've cleared up the misunderstanding, are we able to ceasefire? Attacking civilians is a violation of military discipline. What gives you the continued right to say that? What's wrong with me? You seem to not be duly aware of the situation here. Excuse me? I'm very well aware. A friend said you wouldn't protect Taran civilians. I've just confirmed she was right. You're the same as that old Colonel Hamilton back in County Hill, nah? So even though I'm discharged, I'm positive now, I still have to fulfill a Victorian serviceman's duty and do what you're not willing to do. Defend the civilians' lives. Then let me ask, have you ever inquired into what that white-haired wyvern's identity? Come on, let's go, Salmon. Everyone's looking to escape. No, now's not the time to be stubborn. I know this is hard to take, but what Chin said seems to be true. So let's get away for now. Come on, survive first and we can talk after. Who's that you're staring at? Wait, it can't be. Bro? Oh no. Oh no. There, Fion, your wound is like last time. It's not too severe, but it'll still hurt. No, that's whatever. As long as I don't see blood, anything else flies with me. Coward, you said you'll help Selman. All you've done was Scarper with her. Scarper. All you've done is Scarper with her on your shoulders. Nothing wrong with that. At least we made it out. All of us made it out. Reed, I need to ask something. I've been wanting to ask it all day. You and your friends seem to be professionals with this stuff, but I still just don't get. Why do you say those Dublin people are dead? Is there any off chance they're sleepwalking? Maybe it's that witchcraft from the legends that makes people lose their consciousness. Just on the off chance that they're sleepwalking. We can go and wake them up. We can't. I wish I could provide you some consolation, but it's a unique origin of arts I recognize. Alright. I'm just a little frightened myself. What's Selman gonna think though? What's wrong with her? Oh, go and tell Fionn. We all know her. Oh, fuck. You're the one vouching for her since the beginning. She's a good girl. We wouldn't have come with her otherwise. The truth is, I actually know her because she robbed me once. We sat down and got to talking with each other in the end, of course. She just wanted a pair of sturdy boots. Her brother was out in the snow that winter. Oh no. With half his soul's worn through. Beat frostbitten from something hideous. So you gave her yours. No, actually, her brother went off to Dublin. I was only in time to cover for them. Couldn't do them any solid boots quickly enough. Fact is, she's been out this whole time looking for her brother. What? She brought us to Dublin just for that? No, it's more than that. She wanted to join Dublin along with her brother. She just ran away on the way there. That was 2 years ago. Think how tough it must have been for her, catching up with her brother today. Say, how do you think my family's doing? Oh, here we go. They're still back living in the village. It's about time they replace the roofing straw. Once we find a place to stop over, I'm getting a messenger to ask how they're doing. It's alright, I'm sure they're fine. I hope you find that messenger. Come then, Gran. But where are we going? We chased a Dublin squad that was all dead people, and Salmon's not found her own. Well, yes, she just did. Where should we head now? Reed, what do you... Reed? Where'd she go? $13, $14, $15. 3 less than in a day. I just don't get it. What kind of original arts is this? It makes me sick looking at it. She squats behind a boulder, looking around. The soldiers keep marching for their heart's destination. Upon the twilight's wilds, the color of the Dublin uniform fade beneath layers of mud and soil. They seem as if held in a silhouette, one lit by a glimmer from somewhere unknown. I just need to pounce, then retreat. I'll be fine. 100 meters. They turn to walk straight for the boulder. Holy shit. For the boulder Selman hides behind. This music, it's kind of the timing is just perfect. He's at the back of the squad. Looks like he didn't get to be the leader. Made himself out so bloody big in all his letters. They're headed for, yeah, the same direction as the letter said. 50 meters. Someone clenches the wooden cudgel in her fist. I don't know what that is, and I'm not looking it up right now. Is the city you're heading for that important to you? Who's telling you to head on? You'd still go even if you died? Even though you're being battered by wind and rain and all these people one after another, you'd still go? 30 meters. She remembers the first time she saw Dublin's troops 2 years ago. They told her once she was decided she would come to them. The leader would give all Tarans a place to survive. I don't want that. I'm sorry. I never could be as sure as you were. You never looked back, but I did. She rushes out, like those Victorian soldiers in the daytime did, like Chin did. These people that have ceased to be can be knocked down again. So long as every attack comes swiftly enough, ferociously enough, until they'll sleep peacefully in the soul of Tara, never called to stand again. The soldier does not fall. He merely stumbles for a moment from the blow to the neck, and then swiftly spins around pulling his sword. He is ghastly silent. You lot, out of my way. I'll send you all right back with him. No, I will. I'll do it. I was just here to find my brother, but you're all the same. Silently attacks. Piss right off. At least say something. Square that was. Bloody hell. Head, chest is not enough, is it? Cudgel flies out of her hand, blocking the next attack. And in that moment, the soldier's mask falls off. She feels a sort of illusion for a moment, as if the way he brandishes his weapon slows for a fraction of an instant. It's as if her brother is about to give him both his hands. Like when Victoria's police accosted them in younger times, shielding her in his embrace. And then she sees his familiar face also clearly. His forehead drips no blood, and his eyes turn no look to his little sister. Those eyes gaze to the distant, vague horizon. A rage of firelight longing burning within. Just like the night he decided he'd seek out Dublin. And Dublin soldiers surrounded them. Someone blankly, dazedly reach a hand out to the man before her. Admiration, aspiration, guilt, regret, all swallowed up by the ice cold fire that her fingertips brush. Fear. All she has left it with is fear. The fear of that longing, maniacal, burning unto death. Oh God, this is. And before time can move again, flames blaze high, incandescent sparks blossoming in the night sky. So close, her fingers could almost touch. A flame blooms forth and vanishes again before she can grasp it. The soldier falls over to the ground and never makes another whisper. I felt that as I was reading it. The words they chose. Fuck, rest in peace to her brother. Holy shit. Yeah. That shit is depressing as fuck. Imagine your own brother. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. I fucking felt that as I was reading it. I couldn't even put energy into that. That shit, like, as I was like going through the text, I was like envisioning what was happening, and I just couldn't, like. Are you scared of my fire? But your fire is the same as mine. Look, Shinny. It'll burn forever, trying to smother its glow. To extinguish it, it's futile. You needn't fear it being seen. Why don't you let those who see it fear it? I know that in my body is a fire. If I feel for it, I can feel it burning me. After so long, the pain of it comes to me even before my thoughts do. Our parents warned us to take these flames we were born with and swallow them down, hide them away, and never let them be seen by anyone. But I knew how my sister would secretly burn whatever she didn't want. And then she'd get something better for it. Can I do that too? Dad, can you take me to the bookshop? That morning, I thought I'd try acting like her. Talking to my parents in her tone of voice. Every time she told them what she wanted, they'd agree with panic. Like they were being burnt, yet with love. She and I had the same appearance and voice, and wore the same clothes, so why couldn't I disguise myself as her? I want to read the sequel to the Steam Knights adventures, since I don't want anyone asking me how come a Victorian wouldn't like stories about the Steam Knights. Tomorrow, Lakshmi, your mom and dad are exhausted for today. Dad, did you recognize me? Of course. How could I ever mix up my own two daughters? I only realized after that snowy night that he didn't say yes because what I wanted was far too small. She wouldn't have gone begging to our parents just for a new book. I followed behind her, running as fast as I could. The bells to reunite sounded, yet we no longer could go home. Ablana, where are we going? Where do you want to go? I don't know. Nowhere's home, so go knock on any old door. You just need to be honest to whoever opens it and tell them that we have no home to go back to on this snowy, festive night. No matter how cold they are, surely they'll sympathize with two children. Go, Lakshmi. Don't be afraid. I'm watching over you. Under the glow of icy purple flames, I knocked haltingly on the first door. The flames had taken the lives of those we hated so only moments ago. But I wondered so badly if those flames come to kill me instead. If I did anything wrong. But what did Sir do wrong? I heard there was a play being put on in the Terran's neighborhood, hence why, such a snowy night, Sir never came home for being so late. My sister made me sit down in his study. She simply warmly stared at me and never answered my question straight. I knew she was very disappointed in me. I should have been able to reach my own answers. He taught us to ruin the lives of the innocent, to stir the schism, I don't know that word, between the Tarns and Victorians. He even plotted his fallen opponent's murder, just like those Victorians killed our parents. So taking his life was what we were meant to do. My sister could always do the right things, while I could never. Schisms, okay, thank you. She gifted her spear to me, yet every time I gripped it, that pike burning with flames, I shivered. Just as I did now. Am I right? No, Lakshmi. Death is merely there to guide them to his dreams. God, you can see the look in her eyes that she's a different fucking person. Like, I didn't even need to ask if this is Reed. I can literally look at her in black and white and tell that this is a different person. That look in her eyes is vastly different. He showered us in conspiracy and political trickery, killed us of our own freedom and dignity. That was detestable, yet detest is all that is. But even while he mastered his methods, his sights were set too narrow. That's what was truly regrettable. He wanted little more than the control of a brittle, fantasy nation, with us serving as the puppets that would crown him. The power I look to have in my hands is far grander than the daydreams of that madman. What about you, Lakshmi? What do you want? Yes, it's good that your blood and your upbringing have you carry yourself high, but if you want for nothing, then what sort of position am I meant to leave by my side for you? Go on. This is your wish on a snowy night. I'll let you aspire as grand as you want. I didn't answer. I only had the tiniest dream. Like the warm fire, oh my God, of hearth. I didn't dare answer. No matter, my sister. If you don't know where your own desires lie, and first to become me. From here on, you and I are both the leader. Intently, that flame watched me, and I became her shadow. Holy fuck, this is so good. This is so good. Have you been after me all this time? Since when? No, I simply heard from Fion that you've seen your brother in a squad of parted Dublin. I guess you'd come here yourself. It's not as if it's any of your business. I've been searching all this way for these dead controlled by arts. I want them to find peace. And I can accomplish that just as you saw just now. Gone are the marching footfalls of soldiers. Barons turn silent. Neither of them say a word. After a while, someone squats down, brushes the dirt off the mask, and then carefully places it on the soldier's face. Running little Fion, did he tell you about the first time I ever saw Dublin? We were in the city, me and my brother. If we were in good moods, we'd line up to see if any of the pubs needed last-minute waiters or what have you. If we were in bad moods, we'd hit Vicky's. Like Victorians? We'd hit Vicky's windows with our catapults. Is he saying it like it's a slur? He is saying it like it's a slur. Or she, sorry, she's saying it like it's a slur. I feel like I'm about to feel for this character out after all of this now. Couldn't tell you if all the nobles were Vicky's. To be honest, I just knew the one who drove us off the AG plate was. Then one day, there was this injured woman lying in the alley who shouted at me in Taran, wanted me to deliver a letter for her. We guessed who she was. I delivered it and found her a place to hide. I told her all the scummiest Victorians in the city, the number one would be that one with the tiniest mustache who issued all the decrees. Bloody originium product taxes, alcohol taxes to the Taran drunks, ordinances to round up unemployed Tarans and house them in one place. He was the one on telly delivering all of that. And then there was the army man stationed in the alleys. I couldn't do nothing but watch him beat all those people to death. And if I stared at him a moment more, he would have taken me away. If she and her Spectre force wanted Marks to attack, then those two would be on the list. But I was wrong. She responded, it wasn't Dublin's aim to retaliate against Victorians in Taran's stead. My brother told her which noble had the biggest house, which had the poshest dinner parties, which had a treasure hoard enough to arm an army, support a plate farmer. That was even more wrong, she said. Dublin wasn't stealing from the Victorians to give to the Tarans. And she said, if all we do is kill a few people and seat ourselves in their positions, it won't make things better for the Tarans. It'll just make us become them. Just like how Tarans who learn Victorian etiquette, copy Victorian accents, could pass as Victorian nobles. And did she tell you what it was Dublin wanted? Nope. But my brother had it all figured out afterwards. So we decided to join Dublin and went following them on the info they left behind. We left the nomadic cities, heading for a settlement close by. It was along the way there that I suddenly remembered how Dublin disposed of their eyewitnesses. I was scared for my life. So scared I felt I had to run. It's not as if I hate every last Victorian, you know. And if I don't hate them, I'm not prepared to make them bleed. But there's no alternative to it. I don't like saying this, but Dublin is an army. And one thing the armies face is war. I know, of course I know. Rationally, they're in the right. I know they're in the right. What's wrong is I can't do it. How come I can't do what my brother could? How could he be so sure while I had to run? How could he put up with dying and burning after death while I can't even stand seeing him turn out this way? How could she stand up from the ashes while I can only shrink into her shadow and weep? Lushini, is that Is it trying to say the determination between them both? Iblana and the brother is like the same? I wrote for you what my life knew in terms of love and dreaming too. But in your burning ecstasy, there was no place to hold them. What? You're not reciting poetry, are you? Are you serious? At me? Are you trying to show off your upbringing? Sorry, I didn't know what I should say. There's so much I could say to encourage others or comfort others, but none of it is mine. You can stop reading. The woman buries her face in her hands. Her grief, like the Dublin soldiers who no longer speak, is shrouded in a deep green silhouette. I dreamt, they murmur. Years and years ago, we were working in a Victorian's manor. One day my brother got me to drop everything I was doing and slip out with him for fun. We walked for ages until we reached the AG plate, and we looked out down into the wilderness below. We couldn't see where the soil ended, and it was all bursting full of wild flowers. My brother said that there is Tara. He said so much daft, arrogant shit. He sang into the wind at the top of his voice. He said there was so much we wanted to say, but couldn't, because the Victorians robbed us of our language. The only thing we could do is hide our love and sorrow away in our time old folk songs. And he said we'd done something incredible today. We don't work for the Victorians today, so we rebelled against them. He must have been absolutely full of it back then, full on dreaming of becoming like a hero in the legends. Same here. They're very pretty, the flames you've left him. They're just like the flowers we saw that day. But these flames aren't true flowers. They're just from the moment we're born to the moment we die. It all runs past in the blink of an eye. You aren't able to hold them. You aren't even able to hold them. That's fine, I don't care. I knew for the longest time he'd die. Even I was prepared to die when we went looking for Dublin. I don't care. I never trusted he'd die like he bragged, like we dreamed, with the hero's death. But at least read. I want to hear the truth. Your truth. Was the future Dublin promise the thing he was chasing even once he died? Was it made up? In the dark of night, a flame ignites at the tip of a spear. Cast in the firelight, Reed sees tears finally flowing down her face. What the fuck, dude? It just went like... It just flipped on us, man. It was already dark,
There is still much we can do, Doctor.
That's not danger I can cope with yet. You know, they wanted to certify me for my professional skills before. Gloom Pincer made off with the paper that time. Lost the mine shaft depths. Anyway, there's a few extra things I can do. What's this ship need?
Her voice is good.
That's not danger I can cope with yet.
Fuck. I'll handle the rest later. All right, chat. We're gonna end here. I got some shit that I gotta take care of. I promised you guys a stream. I made sure that I streamed today. We'll hop back on this tomorrow. Thank you guys for coming through, enjoying the stream with me. Go to sleep, Baki, and I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful night. Stay healthy. Stay safe, stay chaotic. Love you guys. Another 2-hour and 30-minute stream down in the bookies. Good night, chat.